I would have gone this way.
Sure. He is going to... Yeah, he'll hand crossbow. This dude here. And finishes him off. Duel, nothing, Sarah, nothing, Vrosh.
Am I still aware of this guy in front of me?
That is a spiritual weapon. So you see like a spectral spear hovering in front of you. It's the only thing you can see in the darkness.
This helmeted thing is a spiritual weapon?
Yeah, I just copied the token for a spiritual weapon.
Okay. Then can I try and advance and find anything tangible?
Sure. Go ahead and give me perception check. With disadvantage, since no one's like yelling anything, you're just kind of hearing general combat.
13.
So go ahead and roll a d4. Start like 1, 2, 3, 4.
It is a 1.
So, all right, so I would say you can move. Just say move like in this direction generally. With that, you're not going. I mean, you'd be able to get like near someone and maybe get them to reap. I would say someone could position you as a bonus action.
Okay, I can feel him in front of me. Probably, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
That. All right, I'll just end there then.
The spiritual weapon will actually, it's right next to her up. It's just going to go ahead and make an attack on her up.
Hi.
For an
Yes.
8. So I can't hit shit. And then he will. Gosh. There's no good choices here for him. He is... Yeah, he's just going to go ahead and spear. He's going to drop his shield, two-handed spear at you, Drotar, for a 17 to hit.
Just hits.
So 14 piercing damage.
What?
Okay.
And that's bonus action. That'll be him. Prince Durandal will probably mess him up. The nat 1, and no, he misses both times. His claw, actually dropped shield, so the second one hits. Or up.
I would like to move my spiritual weapon
Mm-hmm.
and take a swing at him. So that is, get out of here, rolls. Spiritual weapon.
It's a miss.
12 to hit with that, and then I will 1, 2, 3. So he is flanked, correct?
Uh-huh.
And short sword attack. First one is a 7. Second one is a 14.
Second one hits. You get 2 attacks?
It's just at advantage, right?
Oh, yes. That's right. Sorry.
4 piercing
4.
damage.
Oh.
I switched it so they don't all roll with advantage.
Gotcha. Buppido's not going to move because you guys got this. Drotar.
I'm gonna make sure his escape is cut off, spit blood in his face, and hit him.
Go for it. Hits for 6.
He takes an extra 4 from Mark.
4 kind of wipes the blood off and spits back at you, and half-bred scum.
My turn is over.
You will never know the glory of Gilgamesh. Cars.
Smashy, smashy.
Gilgamesh, yes. Gilgamesh. I don't forget what I think it's
Grumsh.
Grumsh.
Yeah.
The one eye.
Yes.
Come on. Ay, ay, ay.
You're flanking him, so it's a 17.
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
So that does hit.
Thrustage.
7 damage.
What kind of weapons are these guys using?
He's using a great axe.
Ooh.
I thought it was a spear.
It's
Or
okay.
The other
spear.
dude
No,
had.
he's
The other
using a
boys
spear,
had
that's
great
right.
axes.
The other boys
Yeah.
had great axes.
If he's an eye Grummish, then yeah, he's got a spear.
Jim Jar is going to hand crossbow. He says, I bet I hit him. And he does.
Woo!
And he downs him.
Well,
Wait
first
till
Go
he's
with
like-
2 gold.
He's gonna eventually say like, "I bet I bleed out and die," and then he does.
Take that
And things go quiet for the time being.
Let's search these bodies for
1
items.
second.
Yeah, I would like to help.
2, 3, 4. Okay. There's 4 of them. 1 second. Okay. Go ahead and give me investigations.
I'm helping.
I'll
Help. Or
Investigations. Oof. Does somebody else want to do this?
I only got +1.
No, I said I was doing it. So
Oh,
there you
sorry.
go.
I'll help you.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So you look, a number, basically all the halves on the great axes have broken. And so they are unusable as great axes. The spear is still intact. So you can get a usable spear.
How did the axes break?
So, like the last game, so I'm actually being basically weapons and armor in combat has taken too much damage on a killed creature, and so would have to be repaired. So on this, I am just for stuff that you would want to use, like armor and stuff. Because we are in the Underdark, I'm rolling d20s. A 10 or above means it's still intact.
Oh, okay.
And I rolled 3, 8, 6, and 2 6s, and then a 10 on the spear.
Oof.
So that's why.
Is it a long spear or?
It's just a regular spear, so it only has a 5-foot reach.
I'm specifically looking for water skins or rations first.
Let's see. What do we see? You find each one seems to have. You can use it either one-handed or two-handed. If you just drag a spear over, it gives you the option. It's a versatile.
Does anyone mind?
Oh,
go for it.
So you actually each one has a small water skin on them. It'll probably hold I don't know, roughly half a gallon of water each. And rations. It seems like they've been out here for a while. You actually only find 2 rations.
okay.
Let's see. Let's check this real quick.
Well, we got food.
3
Meats on the menu.
There's 3 sets of hide armor. If anybody wants hide armor, that are still intact enough that you could.
Hide
could
is
use
medium,
them.
right?
Yeah. And you do find. Wow. You
Hide
find
armor's worse.
how 4 agate gems.
How much are they worth?
Roughly 10 gold apiece.
I'm just putting that in the group inventory until we have a different idea for it. Is that okay, everyone?
Sounds good.
Works for me.
I have no use for stones.
I heard we're like less than a week out from the Duragar city. Was that right?
No.
Oh, the first place was like a week out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Sloop it up.
Yeah.
Can we culturally, just like what's known in the world, is it uncouth to eat like orcs? Is that like the equivalent of like eating a dwarf?
I think a dwarf would be higher quality meat.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm more asking like the social ramifications of like, would that be like eating a person, or was it like eating a dire wolf?
The only person interested. Actually, give me. Everybody, give me a perception check.
Including me?
Yeah.
Now I roll a 20.
Okay. I'm gonna whisper you cards. 1 second.
Ooh.
I mean, Cars is going to eat them. Orcs aren't people, so.
The only one who's looking like they're cannibalistic right now is Stool.
What is
That's
your
only if he
name on
eats
here?
fungus.
That's true.
He's appalled that we would pick mushrooms and eat them.
I was going to whisper you, but now it's not letting me. I can't. There you go. All right.
This was like in the middle of the long rest, right?
Yes.
So we can still get long rests.
Can
You
I
could.
can I bring that to everyone's attention right away?
If you want to.
Yes. I stand right up and I go, where are Topsy and Turvy?
Oh.
You
I
mentioned.
pat my body and look for all my belongings also.
Everything seems to be there.
Can I look for any tracks leading out of the cave?
Sure.
That-
It's going to be
that
hard to see because it's a stone floor.
Oh, I missed
but,
that part. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I mean, basically, consider everything is stone while in the Underdark.
Gotcha.
For the most part. So,
I'd like to
that's
guidance.
the default. If you want, you can give me either
Guidance.
perception or survival.
So you get it at a D4.
Assist.
Ooh.
You look around and it's hard to see. There's orc tracks coming in. But you do see what appears to be some slightly smaller footprints moving away from the camp.
Like north?
Outside of the cave. You lose the tracks shortly after getting outside of the cave.
And they were walking on their own?
They appeared to be.
We were attacked
During their watch.
which they abandoned us, and there was no one watching, it seems.
Yeah. What race were they?
Deep gnomes.
Same as Jim Jar.
Jim Jar is kind of like, I always thought there's something just a little off about those two. I bet something's wrong with them.
They may give away our position. Take some meat now and let's go.
Hey, Jim Jar.
Yeah.
I bet you one of these gates that you can't find them and bring them back.
He says, by myself.
Well, how good are you?
It's not worth it to me. I'm not going out there by myself. They may be willing to risk it, but I'm not. Okay.
Arch just picks up the broken axe heads and is just like, I wanted a great axe. I wanted a great axe. Just guillotining
Chopping off
them on the floor.
legs.
It's an okay axe.
It's an okay axe. If you want to take one of the axe heads with you, I would say that if you're able to find, you could always fit it onto a new piece of wood should you be able to find one if you just want to carry one along with you.
Yeah, I would like to grab 2 of the axe heads. And
2 of them?
I'll grab
Yeah.
one.
Where are you putting them?
I'm going to hand one to Vrosh and say, we can rebuild this.
We have
And-
the technology.
I guess...
So
Can I
because
ask-
your hands are basically, you don't have any kinds of packs or ropes or anything.
I
We do have rope.
have rope.
How
I
much?
have
Oh yeah, you
silk
do have rope.
Alright,
We
yeah.
have 200 feet of silk rope.
Okay, so you could use
So,
some
yeah.
of the rope if you wanted to
Uh,
tie.
Vrosh, are you okay carrying an axe head for me if I tie 2 of them to your back? One for me, one for you?
I mean, that's fine as long as it doesn't interfere or slow me down in any way.
Are you
It
saying
shouldn't.
you're not strong enough to carry an axe?
I'm strong enough. Just don't make any bad knots.
That's the plan. So I would like to attempt to tie them to him in a way that won't hurt him.
Give me sleight of hand.
Oh boy. Am I still guidance?
Ew.
You tie
Uh,
'em. It's just one time,
I'll just
but
you know.
you tie it seems sufficiently. They tie them together so that they got some pieces of rope that go between them so they don't clang together. That's a minute. Cool.
It's a one-time use, though.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
one time. Okay. Whoops. Disregard that 3. My bad.
And you feel like you've got them secured to Rosh's back.
So are we wanting to attempt to finish our rest or try to chase those gnomes out of here?
How long has it been?
You are in the middle of your rest.
So we're at like
4
hour
hours.
6.
Yeah, 4 to 6 hours, somewhere in there.
Would we
Yeah, 'cause the
recover
second
our
watch, so yeah.
spells?
No.
Not yet.
No
We would have to
spells,
finish
no
the rest.
HP. You have been interrupted, but if you went back to sleep, you could finish a long rest. Otherwise, you will...
Can we relocate? I recommend we relocate.
I mean, if we don't find something quickly, we're going to end up exhausted the next morning.
You will suffer a point of exhaustion.
Staying here is not good.
Derek, are these patrols like this common?
He says, I mean, orcs and other goblins and things are all over the Underdark. We were carrying a beacon with us the whole day.
You sound so uncertain of yourself.
And I've grown up here. I know where I'm going.
Then lead us.
It can be tricky. Very well.
I think we should.
It's not a phase.
I think we should rest.
So are you going to continue to rest, finish your long rest here, or push on for a undetermined amount of time, for however long you guys want to, and look for a new place to settle down for 8 hours, or?
I feel like we should start or restart our rest here because we're already halfway done.
Use the corpses to make a barricade.
I've already cut them up.
He's
Perfect.
hacked them up.
Use the parts to make a barricade.
Barbecue the parts and make a...
Yeah.
Make
Do
a
we have
foodicade.
No, you do not.
No, I didn't
You'd
think so.
be eating raw orc.
Anyways, I vote we camp here. I'll make sure the orc water and orc meat won't make us sick.
Okay.
And we can heal and hopefully finish our rest.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Who is taking... I guess cars...
Can we-
going-
Sorry, everybody needs to gather up the food and meat near me.
Okay.
Who's me?
Droton.
Okay.
So we're saving the rations.
I would.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm going to all non-magical food and drink is purified and rendered free of poison and disease, because I don't trust those orcs. They don't wash their hands.
Okay. Everybody who is eating orc needs to make a con save DC 12 to keep it down, as you are still eating raw orc.
I'm not eating this.
Jesus.
Cars
no.
vomits uncontrollably.
And I can't even use my save face.
I'll take her up,
So
sportsman.
embarrassed.
Rosh
I see cars.
goes to...
I see cars chucking, and I just follow suit.
Oh, it's just so good.
Rosh is just over there happily munching away.
Yeah,
This is the
Prince
best
Durendal
sushi,
has
guys?
No problem. I mean, Stool can't really eat it. Jim Jar is not interested. So those of you who vomit, you do not gain the benefit of having eaten. And for your on your watch, you're going, especially with the nat one, you're going to have disadvantage on your perception checks, as you are still having to stop every few minutes to retch to the side. But who is taking the cars, and who else will take the final watches?
My stomach's probably too upset for me to sleep. But I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing.
Jim Jar will offer to take the last watch.
I don't know if I trust that guy.
Jim Jar Bupido offers to take the last watch.
I mean, what
Jim
do you
Jar
guys think?
says, I bet I see more than him.
Maybe two people should take a watch.
Alright. So Jim Jar and Bupido will take the watch. Unless one of you wants to.
I don't want to. I want to try to sleep off my empty stomach.
Perception check cars. Jim Jar and Bupido. Cool.
Nice.
You manage to get through the rest of your rest without issue. When you come awake in the morning, Jim Jar and Bupido say, we heard some other orcs coming past, but I bet Bupido here 2 gold that I could lead them away and keep us secure, and they're on some kind of goose chase now. So yeah, hope everybody's rested and there's plenty of work for those who wish. You filthy animals.
I'd like to look for some kind of a mushroom.
Can I try eating it again?
Sure.
All right, focus. It's a new day. I can save face. Actually, I probably can't. Oh,
No, it's just bad. It's you the night before. It's just still too fresh, and you just you can't even like bring it to your mouth. You like start to go to bite it, and you just start to throw up a little bit in your mouth.
orcs are so disgusting.
Yeah, it doesn't smell great. You want to look for some fungi
Yes.
in this cave?
No, I'm willing to forage out a little bit.
All right. While you travel, or are you going on your own foraging mission?
I'm gonna let people know, like, I'm looking for breakfast. Anybody want to join, or should we just get started?
How about we look while we walk?
That's fine.
So you can travel at a normal pace and forage.
Yeah, let's do that. And then after
so-
we find food, then we can book it again.
All right. So you begin traveling, and you come to an area where there are many highly branching paths. You kind of come out of the jagged hallways, and there's large caverns with paths that kind of lead up the sides and around, and some of the paths you are led through are merely cracks in the wall. Others are, you come to one point and you're like crawling through a little section. Sareth is kind of leads you on. You begin to forage around as you're traveling. Go ahead, and whoever is foraging, please make a survival roll. For this,
Can I give myself guidance?
Sure. For this area of the Underdark, it is a DC 17.
Okay, so with guidance, I will hit that, regardless.
Mm-hmm. So you spend some time, and you're following Sareth, and you kind of go through this cave, and he points out on the side. You see, you're taken aback a little bit, as it looks like rotted flesh has consumed the side of this cave. And or this kind of like tunnel that you're crawling through, and as you get closer, you notice that it appears to be some kind of fungus that is growing here. And Buppido behind you is this good stuff, and he takes out a dagger and cuts off a piece, and says, "This is ripple bark."
Ripple bark. Is it? How much is there?
Give me a second here. How much time do you want to spend foraging? So you would be able to spend a little bit of time. You can. Where is? Yeah. So you're a medium creature, right?
Yes.
Guess that doesn't matter. Give me a survival check. For every number above a 10 is how many pounds of ripple bark you can collect.
Oof.
Can I
Guidance
assist?
on myself again?
Sure, you can assist if you would like. And you can guidance, that's fine. So 18 plus.
Hold on.
So all of you working together, you're able to collect about 9 pounds of ripple bark.
Nice.
You see. How are you going to carry it?
I'm gonna eat.
Eat it.
Okay. So you split it up amongst all. So you can.
How much do we need to eat to be considered
You need to
not
eat basically
malnourished?
1 pound a day.
Who ate orc successfully?
Prince Durendil ate orc successfully, and no one else wanted to.
I thought
I did.
Brosh
Oh,
did
Brosh
fine.
did. Sorry.
I actually
Yeah.
ate Europ's portion as well. I
Yeah.
said,
Right.
So
Because he
that would
refused
be
it.
9 pounds for every. Hold on.
So
we dropped
everyone who didn't
party.
ate, yeah, you're a smaller party now. You're
So we're
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 9.
Yeah.
Everybody
so
could eat half a pound. All right. So you
7
distribute
pounds. So we have
You
2 pounds left
distribute
over.
some. Yeah. All right. So you have 2 pounds left over. What kind of armor are you wearing, Urop?
Chain shirt.
Okay. So
I don't like that at all.
Well, so all right. So my thought was, if someone is not wearing a metallic armor, you could theoretically use the cloth shirt you had to make some kind of bag to place the
see.
food in, like a makeshift bag. But with a chain armor, that's going to just be too abrasive.
We could have
without
used the
some kind
clothes
of-
on the orcs.
Vrosh is currently unarmored. Not to volunteer your shirt, Vrosh, but
I don't have a shirt, do I?
Yeah, he doesn't have a shirt.
oh, sorry.
I'm sure
Yes,
those
yeah.
orcs were wearing something.
They were. So I say they had like leathers on. So you could fashion like a rough leather bag that will hold about 5 pounds of stuff.
Make water skins with leather.
Oof,
You
5
could,
pounds is
if you
not
have-
a lot.
If you have a thread and something to
That's
make
true.
the water skin out of.
Who's taking the half-gallon water skins? We have 5 of them.
Yeah, you did get 5 half-gallon water skins.
I could
up
carry
you
them
go.
if needed.
No,
We
I
should-
think we should distribute them.
Yeah, distribute them.
I mean, I can carry one. I think.
I think we all should get one, and then who else?
Probably the prince.
Or Stool?
Roll a random dice for all the medium-sized people.
Yeah. So that's 1, 2, 5. So 6. So it goes. Stool is 1, Sereth is 2, Durendal is 3, Jimjar is 4, Puppeto is 5, 6 is Stool. Sure. Stool!
Alright, so you strap a water skin on Stool.
Yep.
Cool. Alright, let's see. So you take a little bit of a rest to eat your food if anybody needs to use hit dice, anything like that.
We got a long rest.
I know, I'm just saying.
Oh.
You're effectively taking a short rest while you eat your food and kind of gather it. You come out of the tunnel that you find the food in. Sarah kind of looks around. He says he just seems really unsure of himself, but kind of like points in a direction.
Insight check.
Can I
Sure.
assist his survival at all?
Sure. Do you want to roll for yourself or give him advantage?
I'll give him advantage.
Okay. Okay. So he looks really unsure, and you kind of like go over and kind of like nod and agree with him on the direction to go. What were you doing? Insight. Yeah, I don't know, navigating the Underdark hard, and you can't really tell. But he seems, after kind of talking with Cars, he seems a little bit more. You see his demeanor change a little bit, and he seems a little more, I don't know, as confident as an emo bro can kind of seem. As you travel, you notice he kind of like, Stool will like put up his spores as you guys are traveling, so you can communicate between each other, non-verbally, even if you wanted to. You see like kind of Sereth hanging close to Stool and occasionally like looking back at him and like nodding, and they're kind of like going along, and you continue on your way. Everybody give me roll a d6, please.
Whew.
Royce said roll a d6.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So after going for a while, you Sereth kind of like holds up a hand, and you come to the mouth, like a narrow passageway, opens up into a wider cavern, and you hear the sounds of battle ahead. What would you like to do?
I would like roll 20 to finish loading so I can see anything.
What is your order right now? So I can just rearrange.
Holy moly, this is a big ass map.
Is that why it's taking so long?
It's gargantuan.
It's a 40 by 40.
I'm gonna try to reload roll 20, I guess.
So who's so Sereth's going to be in
I
front.
thought
Say Kars is up in front with him.
I'm near Stool still, kind of in the middle.
Yep. Stool's kind of in the middle. Vrosh, Durotar, maybe something like Topsy and Turvy are no longer with you. Something like this, maybe. No.
Yep. That seems
Have
good.
you been giving? I'm assuming you've been casting light on the rock for Vrosh still, or is that not true?
Yeah, so he can see without tripping and falling, but as soon as we would hear noise.
So
Silence
because
it.
of your rolls, Vrosh, you hear noise and are able to like put the light down your pants or whatever. Or Kars, you can kill the cantrip, up to you. Before you think it would have an effect on whatever is happening ahead of you.
Am I big enough that I can just clench the rock in a hand and completely conceal it like a hooded lantern?
Yeah, it's a small pebble.
Yeah.
In that case, I just want to basically
your
close
hand.
my
Yeah.
fist around it so I have it on demand. I don't want to
Sure.
shove it down my pants where I could lose it.
Hold it in your teeth and just open your mouth.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Choking hazard, by the way.
Oh no, a tiny
roll
rock like that.
roll to asphyxiate on a pebble.
A tiny little rock like
Roll
that.
for Heimlich.
I'll just cast it on your teeth. There you go. You have to go around smiling.
just
all day.
creepily smiling at everyone.
Cheshire cat.
So, I guess we gotta take a look, right? We gotta figure out what's going on.
Yeah, what's going on?
Who's going up to look?
I am not sneaky.
I'm not sneaky, but can I see what I can see from here?
I'm pretty sneaky.
Yeah,
Moderate
I
Or
would
I'll-
say
I
you
should
would.
say.
I would say you can. So like, you can just kind of make out. It appears you see what appear to be goblins, because you'd be familiar with what goblins look like, and some type of orcs. And they seem to be engaged in battle with each other.
I don't like either, but I would tend to side with the goblins. I say let them kill themselves.
I want to look at the environment. Is there, within visible distance with dark vision, how many pathways past up ahead are there?
You can't tell from where you're at.
Okay.
This might be our best opportunity to try.
There's a
and
large
slip by.
room. You're not sure if there's many pathways or one pathway. Or...
I'll let sneaky people go.
Jimjar, are you sneaky?
I don't know. How much we betting?
Okay, this guy. Your life?
How about I bet you. What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I want you to just do what you want, and then I'm gonna try and sneak past him.
Okay, give me a stealth check with advantage, assuming you don't have noisy armor. Cool. Okay. Where are you trying to get to?
I want to get up within visible range to see what's happening. And I, because of my race, can do this. And I'm just going to try and be sneaky and sneak up as close as I can while still trying to hug to the wall and be as obscured as I can.
Sure. So as you kind of like get further up, you notice a decent number of orcs and goblins engaged in battle. You see some small tents set up as this appears to be like. Let me see what you can see. Yeah, you see like a couple small tents set up next to what looks like to be another passageway. It appears this. Best you can tell from what you know of goblins and orcs, this appears to be some kind of like territory battle. It appears that the goblins are trying to defend some kind of village or something like that from this orc attack.
Is there like an obvious leader?
There is not that you can see.
Can I see, is there a flow of battle that I'm able to perceive as far as like the goblins are hard pressed to defend or they're easily repelling the orcs?
Right now, let's see. It seems pretty evenly matched, but you feel like the orcs, due to their size and brutality, have a little bit of the upper hand currently.
Okay. I want to sneak back and relay all of this. So before I sneak back, there seems to be a passage to the right. Is that what you're saying?
So there appears to be a passage up this direction, and
this
it
direction?
opens up more to this
Hold on,
direction
shift when
as
you
well,
click so I
but
can see.
why can't you? Oh, so
There you go.
here
All right, which one was that?
there appears to be like the cave seems to open up in that direction.
Okay.
As well, and then there appears to be some kind of passageway past these goblin huts.
Okay. Yeah, so I go back and having identified kind of the two locations, I relay all this to everybody. And I say, I think it looks like the goblins are defending. The orcs seem like they have the upper hand right now, but they're also entirely focused on the goblins. I think we have an opportunity here to potentially get some folks that might be willing to help us.
Agreed.
I'll take one step forward, hopefully not too loud.
I've dealt with goblins enough. I'd
Oh,
sooner
yes.
favor them than orcs.
I will never side with orcs.
Seems settled. Let's go.
Hold on, before we all run, I'm going to do my emboldening bond feature. I'm going to choose two people. I'm going to choose Cars and Vrosh. And then
What does that give? Oh, it's like super bless.
it's a D4.
Oh, it's
Yep.
ghetto bless.
Yep. And I didn't prepare bless. Oops.
We also didn't try to scratch out holy symbols during our last long rest, so it don't matter.
Nothing is working for me. There we go. Man, I blame D&D Beyond for breaking my roll 20.
It wasn't me.
Might have been. Alright, everybody roll initiative for now.
Make sure you select your token first.
$11.
For now, while I get everything kind of in order here, go ahead and you guys can kind of go through what you want to do, and the NPCs will kind of follow behind. Are you engaging in combat?
I mean, we need to close quietly if we can, and then sprint. And Stool can hang in the back because he's super slow, and also Stool must survive.
I think we're planning on engaging the orcs from behind and
got it.
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
the
assist
plan.
the goblins.
We're going to kind of pincer move the orcs. Can I move up to here without having to roll, or do I need to roll stealth?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. So I will, right now, from where you're at, whatever you want to do, you can do without having to roll anything, because you're getting basically a surprise round, right? So you get a free
Oh,
turn.
right, because Rob said they don't know we're here, right?
Yep, they don't seem to.
So, are you wanting us to move in initiative order, like dash,
Yes.
double dash stuff?
Yes. All right,
Okay.
so Frosh. Frosh, do you want to delay your turn till... Or you have your light thing if you want to use it, so...
I'm basically going to delay... I'm going to delay until there's something going on, and I'm going to just try and be dragged along by someone or led along.
Oppido's going to wait. All right, Drotar, then you would be going first, it looks like.
Are we in the spore zone?
Sure, for right now, yeah. Until you move away from Stool.
Wow. Okay, I don't want to say too much, but I do want to say it's go time as fast as you can and point up kind of this direction. Yeah, so looks like we're gonna be bonus action, dashing. I'm gonna go up to here with dash already done.
Okay.
And oh, that's a lot more orcs than I thought. I'm gonna move a little bit farther, probably here. And I'm going to see if I can figure out how to make it auto-roll concentration. I'm on a hunter's mark the thing closest to me.
Okay. If all my initiative stuff is broken, then it's my API is broken and the auto concentration is not working, probably.
Oh, okay.
So, I'd have to restart the whole instance. Anyway,
yeah, no, that's fine.
He's going to... You will just follow behind, so... Who would have guessed Orc and Elf working together? You're up.
My movement speed.
Cars
I'm gonna-
didn't get to go.
Cars.
Did we skip me?
I thought you went. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
That's 30, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I move here and get an attack?
What's your movement?
30.
No.
Okay.
You can move there, but it's your action to dash, basically.
I will. What does this do?
Firebolt. 18 to hit at this guy here.
Yeah.
That just hits. Takes
We're in
2
trouble.
damage.
We've made choices.
You see as your firebolt kind of goes out, and you're used to just mostly hitting stuff, and it kind of like hits him in the back of the head. See a little bit of his like mohawk catch on fire briefly. Jim Jar will move up next to you. Run out of hand crossbow.
Oh, I got dropped out of the initiative again.
For fuck's sake. Just add yourself back in if you can. You were actually next. But did you get put in?
Yep, I'm at 12 as well, so 35 for my move speed.
So he's going to go ahead. He hits this guy with a crossbow bolt for a crit. Alright, go ahead.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Yep.
And I'm going to bonus action. Spiritual weapon. So I'd like to cast spiritual weapon. And it will appear in front right here like this. Sorry. Oh my god, click on the shit. There we go. There it is. And it's going to attack this guy. Oh. 15 to hit.
It misses.
He misses. Okay. And then for my action... yeah, that's all I will do for now.
Okay.
I'm going to take the dodge action. I lied.
Okay. These guys are engaged with goblins here, so they are going to go ahead and make attacks against these goblins. Both of them slaughter the goblins in front of them. This guy is going to make a great axe attack against you. Duratar for a 7 and a 16.
Nimbly raise shield and block.
Okay, these three are going to attack those goblins there. All these goblins die.
Oh.
This is not going well.
There it goes. That's them. This guy will drop down here. Okay. And you're going to get great axe attacks on you again, Duratar. 21 for a 16.
Oh yeah, that hits.
So 16 points of damage. Stool is going to use all his movement to try to get up. He's going to move 50 closer to you guys.
That was movement was 10.
I thought his movement speed was 10.
Oh, it is. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. So he's going to use all his movement to get up to like here. Goblins are going to...
I should be next, even though it says the goblins are next.
Oh.
Because I deferred my turn to the last.
That's right. Okay. Yep. Alright, Vrash.
So I'm going to open my palm at this point, because I hear the sounds of things happening.
Okay.
So I actually can't see anything on the map at the moment.
Oh, sorry. Let me go ahead and set you to... Where is... Give you a mid-light. What's the range on your hand? 30?
I think light cantrip is 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go. That should do it, right?
It should be a torch, so it's like 20 and 20.
Yeah. Alright, either way, 30 feet. There you go.
So wait, does he still get his surprise round action, or is that gone?
20
He
and 20.
deferred.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I move up, and I guess I'm gonna end my turn here. I'm not gonna rush in at first.
Okay. Goblins are going to start pelting the Aurochs with short bows. Okay. Guys can make a scimitar attack. Cool. One of those hits. You can see that the tides are quickly shifting in the Aurochs' favor. Lepido is also going to just come up this way. Okay. Jotar.
I think this was the one that I marked. Is that right?
Sure.
Okie dokie. We're gonna try to smack it. It's not gonna go well, but yelp. And that's me, I
That's a
think.
miss. Yeah. There, that's also going to move. He runs past and we should leave. Cars.
Who said we should leave?
Sereth kind of whispers we should leave as he runs past.
Okay, what is this thing?
Which one? The spiritual weapon from Urop.
Or have any of these guys been hit yet?
This guy.
Okay. With 1 point of fire.
It's been hit a little more than that, but yeah.
Everyone's probably out of range for my burning hands, aren't they?
Yes, from where you're at currently. I think. Where'd you go? Maybe not everyone. Let's see. I mean, you could hit these two right next to you, these two guys here, and this guy in the back here, I would say.
Do it.
So you could get 3 of them. Dex saves. One's a 6, an 11, and a 3. I think they all 2 fail, and 1 would make it. So yeah, so this guy makes it, but the other 2 fail.
Oh, hold on. I hit the wrong spell. Here we are.
Seven. Alright, so he takes 7. Takes 3. He takes 7. The goblins, half defeated now, and some of them caught on fire, are taking more interest in you. Prince Durandil will run up here. He'll make 2 claw attacks, both hitting for big damage. And this dude here. So 25 total. Alright, so he just absolutely annihilates that guy. Good bit, or up.
Bonus action, I'd like to attack this one just north of me
Okay.
with my spiritual weapon. So,
Alright.
22 to hit.
Actually, go ahead and... Is spiritual weapon magic?
It is a magical spell, yes.
You go to move your spiritual weapon and you notice that it's gone.
Okay. when that happens, I say, time to go. And I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Okay.
And for my action, so I'm no longer concentrating, I'm no longer dodging. Yeah, shit. What do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to try to cast Sacred Flame at one of those guys. So at this guy here, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, which is a dex save. Does it work?
It does not work.
Okay, yep. I'm saying time to go, time to go.
Alright, Jimjar will go ahead and use all his movement.
We're gonna lose Stool.
Tool is back here.
Rush is
they are
our-
going.
Rush is our
Grab
only
Stool
hope.
and run.
That's their turn. Hopefully we live.
Dogs are going to go ahead and make attacks with the 3 of you. So, cars. 16 and a 17.
I think the 17 hits. Let me check. Yes, the 17 hits.
Okay, so 13 points of slashing. Duratar, 24 and a 12 for 13.
Yeah, 24 connects.
Prince Durendal, 23 and a 21 for 27 points of damage.
What?
Jesus, these guys are tough.
The others, you're going to start focusing and moving towards the goblins. Let's see.
I can't even heal.
What stops the magic? Do we know?
No idea, which is why we need to go.
Yeah.
Second. This guy here starts to move towards the you see this Urag here start to move towards the goblins, and all of a sudden you just see like black tendrils consume his body and he drops dead.
Okay.
Stool. 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll move up next to Buffado. Vrash.
Okay. I'm going to take the dash action, so my movement becomes 60 feet. Can I scoop up Stool as I move past?
Sure.
All right, I'm just gonna basically shoulder him, and I'm gonna move forward. Okay, I can't really see where people are going at a distance, so I'll end my turn there, I guess.
Okay. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is it against something I can see?
Make a perception check.
$15 or a 20 with a perception of 14.
You see. So I'll say yes. As you see. Actually, you have your light thing.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, my palm is open at the moment as I'm running, because otherwise I'd be
So
just
you can
face
see
planting.
just. I'm going to say you can't see it because it's just on the edge of your vision.
I see some tentacled monstrosity at the edge of my periphery, which I'm uncomfortable about.
Yeah. you feel your body start to tighten up.
Oh boy.
You and beholders.
It would be beholders, wouldn't it?
Goblins. The remaining goblins start to scream and run.
Yeah.
Puppedo is going to book it across here. Where does he? Where is that stupid? There he is. Okay. You see, as he starts to run across, he gets picked up in the air and flung across the room in this general direction.
Oh no, it's happening again.
It's like an addiction at the end.
I'm not ready for this.
I'm still not recovering from that.
At this point, you see a large, round body float forward out of a side passageway. Bunch of tentacly eye stalks looking all around. As a... I don't even know if it matters. Yeah, as you see another Urog just get wrapped up in this black tentacle-y stuff, like, and just drop to the ground dead. Drotar.
Who died?
Another orc.
Another, yeah. To disengage or not disengage. Man, this sucks. Yeah. Can I tell which tunnel entrance Sereth was going for?
I mean, there's two tunnels to the northeast here. He's kind of like towards the bottom one currently, but
okay. I will, I guess, take the dash action and try to move 60 feet this way.
Okay. $17 hit?
It does.
Okay. So you would take 8 points of slashing damage as you move away.
Yep. And I will use my racial feature to drop to 1 instead.
Okay. That'd be nice. They're only going to take 1 attack against you. Alright. You like drop down and then quickly scramble up and slide away. Sereth is booking it. He's going to move all the way this way. Cars.
Out of here. I yell over to the prince. Let's get out of here. There's a beholder over there. I can't like withdraw or anything, can I?
You can disengage as an action.
What's Vrosh doing?
He's carrying stool.
Is he frozen in place?
Not currently, but you can see stone kind of like forming along his arms and chest.
That's not good. Can I? He's too big to grab, can't he?
Yeah, he's 8 feet tall.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez.
Can I grab him and try to move him at all?
As an action, sure. But then you would take opportunity attacks.
Damn, what was the DC on that Petrify?
16.
Rip.
Wait, didn't I give you a D4?
Oh, you did.
Let's go.
I completely forgot about that. My apologies, and I'm the person who was always chastising people for forgetting about Bless. But it's up to the DM if he wants to retroactively let it go.
I'm okay with it.
What a kind DM.
I'm not trying to TPK you right now.
Well.
Just a beholder at level 3. It's fine.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
From an encounter you could have snuck past.
I don't know what you mean.
And an opportunity to make some friends, maybe find our way around here.
No, it's absolutely
legit. No, can't have good things here.
It's the Underdark. Cars, where are you going?
Is Varash re-rolling his?
No, he's good because he only needed
auto
the one.
succeed.
Yeah, he auto succeeded.
Oh, so he's not turning to stone.
The magnanimous DM has allowed me to
All
use the roll that I didn't declare.
In that case, I will disengage, I guess, and then move as far as I can.
Yep, full movement, so 30 feet or whatever. You have Prince Durandil will do the same. I think he can move. Can you move farther than 40? No. So he will. So we'll come over to here. As he disengages. Up.
5'10". Picking up stool. Okay.
You taking him off me?
Yeah, Vrosh is holding him.
Oh, you're holding him? Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Vrosh is carrying him.
Shoulder carrying him.
Okay then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That's my normal movement. And then dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Alright.
Gosh, wood elves, man. They're fast.
Yeah, they are. Good thing you're not a monk. Just bounce all over them.
Multi-class thoughts.
Yeah, right. Jimjar is... Where the fuck is Jimjar? Jimjar is... He's getting out. Everybody just starts running in different directions. Well, not towards the boulder, but...
It's broken.
Stool Vrosh.
Okay, again, dash action, 60 feet of movement.
Okay. You, by the way, you see as they're like moving away, you see another Orog drop dead. Black tendrils wrapped around him.
This is 60 feet right here, so I'm again just still shouldering stool and just barreling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, is this a dead end?
Let's hope not.
Oh no.
Goblins also running, screaming. Goblin noises! Buppido. He's just following up with everybody else. The beholder just kind of floats further into the room. Cars. Roll a d4. Oh. You dead. Holy crap. This Urog drops dead. Over
You're just critting all of them every time?
No, I'm rolling d10s. I'm rolling 10s on everything, which is death ray.
Death ray.
It's just non-stop death raying.
Yeah, he's pissed.
And Drotar.
Oh, I can't occupy that space, can I?
He's lucky he rolled a 6 or whatever it is for petrification on Varash. Instead of the 10 to keep rolling.
Dashing and all the way up here and praying.
Alright.
All of these tunnels are like smooth. disintegration tunnels? Is that what I'm perceiving?
Not all of them. You do see somewhere that looks like actually none of them actually looked like made by disintegration rates. Some look like they've been made wider, but none of them are smooth. At least that you've passed through. Sareth, it's also booking it. Cars, I imagine you are also dashing up that way. So, for brevity's sake, chaos breaks loose as a beholder enters into this room, just comes in straight up blasting, Aurochs just dying everywhere. Stone briefly taking hold of Rosh, but his stone giant ancestry holding it at bay. And you guys rush and scramble out another passageway, seemingly free of the beholder's grasp for now.
I have a slight suspicion you might be trying to kill us.
I have a slight suspicion he's playing the module as written, and it's Rippy.
Well, I mean, it may be written to try and kill us, but I mean, the danger seems very real.
I think it's supposed to. I'm also at 1 HP, so can we talk about this later?
As you're running, can I heal him?
Sure.
I'm going to use... Who else is hurt?
Me.
Okay, I'm going to use this as we're running along.
Our blast.
2d6 plus 2. So 13 points of healing to each of you.
Thank you.
That feels good.
Exactly what I needed.
Travel a bit further at a rapid pace. Stool in tow via under Rosh's arm or on fireman carried, however you're piggyback, however you're carrying him. The sounds of goblin and orc screams and
don't let his feet drink you.
The little pee down your leg.
He can drink that.
Reminding you of what has taken place so far. What time do we play to again?
I mean, I'm good to go for a little while. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
I don't have anywhere to be, but I mean, if people want to wind down, fine.
I mean, yeah, I've got like max 45 minutes from now.
Where you at, Kurt? You got work tomorrow?
Not till afternoon, and probably all my patients are going to cancel with this hurricane.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah, shit. Are you going to be okay?
Oh, please.
He's got beer.
I don't get out of bed for anything less than a Category 3.
The report I saw said it was going to be a Category 4 by the time it got to you.
You're up to a 4, yeah.
No, is it?
That's what I saw this afternoon.
Oh, I'll have to check.
I might, if it's okay, ask to take 5 because my dog is looking at me like she wants
let's take a quick bio break.
Be let out.
Because I need to pee too. So, quick bio, and we'll be right back.
Okay. We're calling it 5-ish?
Yeah, 5-ish.
Sounds good.
No, we're pretty prepped. I'm a prepper anyway, so we're good to go.
All I want to know is why can't be playing D&D be my job?
Can't playing B&D be your job?
Yeah, I just want to play D&D for as a job.
I've created a monster.
I mean, wouldn't you? You could just play D&D all day.
Oh, I would love to do that.
Be excellent. Excellent.
Excellent. That would be fun.
Have you been watching the House of the Dragon at all?
Oh yeah. I have the book too, so
Nice. I'm a little. I think I'm at episode 5 was the last one I watched.
No, it's crazy, dude. It's nuts.
I think it's better than the original Game of Thrones. Like, I don't know. Game of Thrones got kind of shitty towards the end, I felt like.
The first 3 episodes of the last season were the greatest thing ever to be on television. And then it just fell apart. Those last 2 episodes.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
I mean, the Battle of Winterfell.
Oh yeah.
My back did not hit the back of the couch.
Oh man. Man, Sarah's got both Mika and Ari watching Sailor Moon, and now Mika will go around playing Sailor Moon. She's like, she'll pretend
Tiara magic.
She pretend, Mika's Chibi Moon and Ari's Sailor Moon, and so like Mika will get trapped by the bad guy, and then Ari will save her, and she'll be like, "Thank you, Sailor Moon." It's really cute.
It's so cute. I want to have kids just to do that.
Sarah's making Ari a Eternal Sailor Moon costume and Mika a Chibi Moon costume, and trying to get them done before Halloween.
Oh, good luck.
And then we have a big comic and pop expo in April, and so Sarah's trying to get I don't know Sailor Moon for shit, but she's trying to make the bad person costume for herself, and then
Queen.
Yeah, Queen, whatever her face is, and then Ari and Mika will be Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon. So she's trying to get me to be Tuxedo Mask, but
yes, Tuxedo Mask.
So that could be fun. That's not till April, so we should be all right.
That'd be pretty cool.
Be fun. So. I'll be in your neck of the woods. I don't know how busy I'll be yet, but what did I just do? I closed all my windows. The 17th of next month through the 21st. So once I figure stuff out, we'll have to like grab dinner or something.
Absolutely. I'm going to Kalash Bash in Eagle Lake, Texas, an hour and a half west of Houston next weekend.
Oh, nice.
8th and 9th.
Yeah.
A bunch of gun tubers will be there. My buddy's going with my buddy Jack, who is an AK guru now.
Sweet.
We're going. It's just going to be AK chaos. AK people are so weird, so it's good.
They are weird.
It should be wild.
They're like Glock people, though. I mean,
no, they're different though.
They're different, but they're that subset of people.
Yeah, let me put wood on this gun because, Niet rifle is fine. Like, don't you want to upgrade and modernize it? Niet rifle is fine.
Right. It's worked this long.
Right. Then you got weirdos that like convert it and do all kinds of shit. I mean, AK people are just odd.
Yes. We're going to Gatlinburg next week.
Oh, that should be fun.
Yeah, so we're going to hit up Dollywood. There's the Ripley's Aquarium there. Dude, they have a penguins and a penguin pancake breakfast. We're not going to be there for it, but I want to do it. They actually host, it's pretty cool. They have like adult sleepovers. It sounds like a swinger party, but adult sleepovers at the aquarium they have like a shark tunnel. And you basically sleep in the shark tunnel, which is pretty sweet. And then they have like drinks and food and games and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of expensive. It's like $120 a person, but to sleep in a shark tunnel at the aquarium sounds pretty dope. So
that's fucking cool. As long as it doesn't stink.
Yeah, right.
It'd be like sleeping in a fishery.
Well, hopefully they're all in water, so it shouldn't be too bad. But
yeah.
I don't know. We're not doing that because we have kids, but if we didn't, they have a family version, but that sounds less fun.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I am back.
Yo. That should be cool.
Yeah, we'll see what happens after this hurricane. I'm a prepper anyway, so everything's all prepped up, and we have gas and generators and enough food. Sure I got my 25 years worth of food stuff.
My dad, I think, still has dehydrated food and stuff from Y2K. So I think he might have finally gotten rid of it because I think it's starting to hit the expiration dates. But
yeah,
stuff was actually pretty decent. Like we used a bunch of it for like backpacking and stuff. You know.
Yeah, it's not bad. Better than
MRE. It's like MRE. I mean, even MREs aren't terrible. They're just if you're a bodybuilder, you should just eat MREs because they are so calorie dense.
Oh yeah.
It's like 5,000 calories a meal.
That's the whole point, keep you alive.
Oh yeah, 100%. But no.
Are we all back?
Twinkles? I think he's still taking his dogs out.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you can slap your face.
Sweet. So I'm gonna use 10 points for that.
Yeah. Yeah, don't fail your self check. I'm just hoping my wife took my daughter to pee so that I don't have to clean up the pee bed before I go to sleep.
Nice.
Mhm. So you can potty train them, but they still don't wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. So at least mine don't. All right, so you guys go ahead. Die. Travel.
Yeah, right?
Look, if I was trying to kill you, his legendary actions would have targeted you instead of the orcs. So you guys travel for a little while. It starts to get towards the end of quote-unquote the day. You look for a place to rest up, or are you going to push on?
I think been traveling.
So I'd say you travel for about 2 to 3 hours after encountering the goblin village.
On Mormet, have we been traveling at like breakneck speed or?
Up to you. I would. My assumption would be you guys were traveling as quick as possible after what you saw.
Yeah, that's what I assume as well. I'm just hoping everybody else agrees.
Yep.
So you could probably make 3 to 4 miles roughly from where you were.
As we're going, can I roll a perception check to see if we can hear any of the Orogs, or we can hear a beholder or anything like that? Or I guess before I say what I want to roll, I'm just wanting to keep my ear back to see if I can hear if anybody's following us.
Sure. Go ahead and do a perception check. Holder is silent as it floats through the air. You, like, as you're leaving, I mean, you still hear the screams and kind of the disarray that is going on. But it grows fainter as you put distance between yourself and that space. You imagine the beholder has enough to play with in that space that he's not particularly keen or interested in following you. They're not terribly fast creatures either, and you guys are moving at a pretty quick pace.
Okay.
So yeah, you don't feel like anything is following you.
The camp then?
Yeah, if you want to. So survival check to try to find somewhere to hole up for the night.
Can I help since I can see? Or sort of see, because dark vision?
I will... Let's see. Yeah, I will throw in.
So you're able to kind of find a secluded spot. You actually find like a section where you think you kind of like come to a dead end, but then you notice just kind of the smallest crack behind like a large section of wall, and you're able to fit in, and there's a like 15-foot hollow space behind this thing. And you kind of all slide in there and squeeze in there and bed down for the night. Watches?
I take literally half as long as everybody else, so I can go again first.
Okay.
Again, I'll take one,
Jimjar and
I guess.
Popadour are happy to take watch if anybody wants.
I can take one.
Okay.
I can take one as well.
Alright, perception checks from the three of you.
Oh no.
Okay. The evening passes, still a little shaken up from your encounter of trying to make friends and it going poorly.
Hey guys! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god!
You kind of all continue through the night. At one point, Durotar, you doze off and you hear you're awoken again by like a horrific screaming, gurgling noise that seems to echo through the caverns and hallways. Keeps you awake for a little bit, but nothing
That
seems
is
to happen.
deeply unsettling.
And you guys managed to finish a long rest.
Heyo.
Sweet.
I am changing my prepared spells, by the way.
My spells don't appear to be working right because it says I can cast shield.
Real quick, who drank water?
I mean, I would have if there was water available.
If I was thirsty, I would have taken a drink from the water flask I was given.
We should specify if you need for us to be saying it every day,
Yes.
specifically. Okay.
Yeah, we're drinking water if able, I assume.
So with the 5 flasks, you have a total of 2.5 gallons of water. Each person needs a gallon of water per day, or they have to make a con save.
I will volunteer to go without and rely on my constitution so that others may maintain their strength.
Who's got the highest con? I got +2.
So just to be clear, there is no save if you drink 0 water. You automatically take exhaustion. If you drink half a gallon of water, it is a DC 15 Constitution save. and then 1 gallon of water in order to be fine.
So we have.
You have 2.5 gallons in your water skins.
But I can cast the spell,
Can cast the spell.
which I would have been able to.
Okay, so
We
we'll
can
say
double.
that you are able to double.
How much
What
water
level
does it
spell is
create?
10
The spell is a
gallons.
first level spell. It creates 10 gallons of water.
Yeah. So, all right. So in that case, I'll say you guys everybody manages to get their water.
Okay, at this point, before we continue through the day, let's just cross this off our list. So I'll go ahead and cast the spell again to count the water for this third day of travel. Which, well, I guess first
We
I want to
can't.
look for.
We can't store it.
I don't know anyone that can down a gallon of water in a single sitting, but I don't know that I'm going to be that nitpicky.
I mean, not about just like chugging a gallon. Like, you can create the water. It's just going to pour out on the stone under our feet. We can't
That's what I
store
was
it.
about to say. Can we look for like a depression again in the rock or anything else we could use for a
15 survival.
15 survival? I'm going to guidance myself.
Can I
Okay.
try to help, or is that not really a
Sure.
thing I can help with?
Guidance for myself. And so this is at. How's your. I'll go ahead and roll with advantage since I'm guiding myself.
Yeah, you said it, so.
You're unable to. You can fill up the flasks
No,
again.
no. If I roll a
If he
d4,
hits a 4,
You roll a d4.
doubt it, but
oh,
you know,
You can fill up the flasks again. Everybody can get half a gallon of water, or some people can get a full gallon.
and that's for this new day, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, that would have been for the previous day because you.
Yeah, no,
2.5.
that was the first
Yeah.
day. That was for the first
Yeah,
day,
so the
right?
first day. Yep. Well,
Or
for the day wherever
technically-
before you take a long rest, you have to drink water.
so this is before our long rest.
Yes.
Okay, so
So I'll say you have the 2.5 gallons that are already in the water skins.
yep.
And then you could refill them with another 2.5 gallons so that you'd have a total of 5 gallons of water.
We have 9 people. We should all roll.
I was going to stand in solidarity with Brosh and say, you can take my share for today.
One person can have 1 full gallon. I think we.
Stool.
Well, stool's not really rolling. One level. This is meta, but it's ability checks that you get disadvantage on with 1 level of exhaustion. You still have your movement speed and everything like that.
Screw it. I got a level of exhaustion.
That clears.
That's for a half gallon. If you still have to consume a half gallon.
I'm taking a half gallon, yeah.
Everybody's getting a half gallon. 1 person gets a full gallon.
Who's
Oh
getting
yeah,
a full
before the
Are we
rest.
saying Sereth or are we saying DC 15, you said?
gallon?
Before we do that, shit, it's too late.
Shit. How'd you do that, Tinkles?
Do what?
Have it emote that you are exhausted, level 1.
Well, I'm using D&D Beyond, so I just set my
Oh,
character
okay.
status as exhausted.
Yep.
I'm giving this to Cars, and I'm giving this to Sereth for
Okay,
their.
who's getting the full gallon, if anyone?
We haven't said it yet.
Sereth is probably our most important.
Yeah.
I hate to say it right now, but he is probably our most important person because he's our trailblazer, and without him, we are much more
He's been
disadvantaged.
rolling shit on his survival rolls, but yeah.
He may be rolling shit, but he is. It is
Yeah,
better
he's
than
dehydrated.
nothing.
Yeah.
100%.
So he gets a full gallon, so I'm going to give the D4 to Cars and the D4 to myself. Can I do that?
I mean, it says this can include yourself, so yeah. Let's do it. Let's roll.
Oh.
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 Yeah, the D4 could not have saved you, buddy. You didn't need it.
Let's go.
Drop's fine. Alright,
So what
so
does
Gym
exhaustion
Jar, Cars, 1 level of exhaustion. It takes a long rest to get rid of a single level. Or
Which
greater restoration.
Aren't we doing a long rest now?
You will be, yes.
Right. Yep.
Assuming our rest isn't interrupted by some horrible floating tentacle monster.
Tentacle. Yep.
Alright, so anyway, so next day. So those levels of exhaustion, you're right, would be cleared because we already did the long rest thing. So, but for the next day, do you want to do water in the beginning of the day or at the end of the day? Your water skins are empty, though.
We don't know that Urup is going to live throughout the day. I would say we take
Yeah,
what
we don't know
resources
any
we
of
can
us.
get now.
So we should do it now.
Do we have anything that we can use to dig a depression or anything like that
Out
that
of
could
stone?
hold
I mean,
a
it's
little bit of water?
stone. Everything's stone. So, like, you could use a dagger to try to chip away the stone, like use it like a chisel or something, but you have a chance of destroying the dagger.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'd like to
Could
look
I-
for anything.
Survival to find water.
So if
Could
you
I?
travel at a normal pace, you could forage, and there's a chance you find water.
This is a really weird question, and I'm so sorry, Leif. I'm assuming my shield is not just like a perfectly flat surface. If I turn it over, how much water could be stored inside the shield? Like, as it lays on the ground. And I kind of balance it
I mean,
so it
it's
doesn't
like
spill.
So the problem is more like it's not perfectly flat. You can store some water on it, probably less than half a gallon. But the thing is, it's a wooden, like if it's just picked up from the ground, it's like just like a wooden shield. So there's space between the slats that make up the shield. So like you can store water on it, but it's not watertight.
Vrosh has a question.
Yes.
You have rope, yes, Elf?
Yes.
Could you pile rope into a big pile and use it as sponge? And then we suck from the rope.
And I can create 10 gallons of water at one time. So there has to be some sort of receptacle that can accept 10 gallons.
Can you make a... What if we all got a...
Silk rope is highly absorbent, but it also dries quickly. It could absorb up to 30% of its weight in moisture.
What if we make a giant ring out of multiple layers of rope and everybody gathers around it to hold it, and we fill up the flasks and then we just lap like animals, and then we wring out the rope and get what we can from it?
Fuel cannot store water for anyone else.
Damn.
Can you eat stool in a bad situation?
I would be open to what you're suggesting after we've foraged for a bit, and if maybe an hour or two into our trip we still haven't found any water, I say we try your situation. Because it's not just water. We also need to figure out the food situation for ourselves.
All right, so this is getting a little bit obscene here. I don't want to go too far with this, but if we made a 6-foot circle with 100 foot of rope, we could do five layers of rope stacked on top of each other, assuming a 19-foot circumference and I'm not going to calculate the volume of water of 10 gallons in there, but we can. There's some degree of autism that we can potentially math out with this. Brosh is also not this intelligent, which is why I'm not going to pursue this further. But I'm just saying, Brosh is willing to drink from rope like sponge.
So 100 feet of rope.
I didn't know we were doing SAT problems today during our D&D session.
The question is how thick is the rope? So how tall would that be?
So silken
in
rope
inches?
is pretty thin, right? So I would say you're looking at maybe half an inch thick, right? And
So we're looking at 2.5 inches of height in 6 feet.
It said half its weight in moisture, right?
30%.
30%. So 30% of its weight in the weight of water. You can calculate volume.
Rope way.
There's entirely too much math going on right now.
Silk rope weighs 10 pounds. 100 feet weighs
Okay.
10 pounds.
So you can get 3 pounds of water, right?
Do we have 200 feet?
Some of that is tying axes
So,
heads
so-
to
A gallon weighs
You're
8.3 pounds.
yeah. So, so I have a pound. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay, so that should be 282 feet cubed in terms of volume. Assuming we're doing a 6-foot radius with 2.5 inches of height. What have I done?
DM, would you allow us to get 10 gallons of water in our rope pool?
How much rope do you have?
We have 200 feet of rope available.
Oh, we have
to us.
200 feet?
assuming
No, you have 100. You have less.
No, we have
Assuming-
because
two.
Brosh,
We have two
Brosh is
100 lengths
using
of rope.
Brosh
Oh,
is
yeah.
using some of that rope to make his
So we have
flail.
100 feet of rope.
Or no,
available.
he's using. You had 5 feet of rope of your own, right?
I had my own rope from my prisoner
But-
wallet.
if
So
we
I would say
unstrap
one
the
of those
axes,
lengths of rope is you're using to carry the great axes. So you can drop the great axes.
which we would then have to spend time and another check to reattach, or
I mean, it would only take a minute or two to reattach them. We're talking about building like a rope dam, effectively, just to suck water.
There's a fucking beholder in these caves. A minute might mean us all dead.
I still think that our best path forward is to move forward, try and forage and find another source of water first, and if not, we can then do our SAT problem.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
let's-
just
yeah,
remember,
let's do
if you think you're gonna die, create water.
I will. Just open your mouths.
Create
So right
water
now-
first.
You basically effectively said, DM, do you want to do a DM problem or do you want us to find water?
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Alright, so you continue on your travel. You slow down in order to forage. Or this a new day. Sorry. I got really distracted with our.
That was very off topic.
So as you begin the morning, you go from terrain that was filled with highly branching flat paths and kind of squeezing through cracks or crawling through tunnels to terrain that begins to slope upward.
Upward, wrong way.
Yeah, while you are trying to get to the surface, and it
Oh my God.
kind of takes on a roughly helix-like pattern, starting narrow, slightly widening as you go. You kind of feel like you're traveling up the inside of a tree's roots. As you travel through this section of the Underdark, let's see what you can forage. So, everybody, tell me what skill you would like to use in order to look for whatever it is you're trying to find.
Rosh would use survival if he can see.
Sure. Assuming Cars is giving you the light spell.
I hope so.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll assist.
Is everybody rolling or just one?
Anyone who wants to do some foraging.
Yeah. Is perception allowed, or is it survival only?
Tell me what you're looking for and what skill you want to use to do it. So effectively a skill challenge.
I saw that we were able to basically carve mushrooms off the wall earlier, so any sort of fungus growth, with apologies to stool.
Sure. Alright.
I'd like to use medicine once we've collected some things to determine whether or not they are poisonous or not.
Okay.
Does my thing qualify for perception, or should I do something else?
Sure. That's fine. To see.
Clutch. I'm loving these rolls.
So you guys travel for a while, and you're searching as you're kind of looking for things to eat or drink, and you come to a section where the air just feels a little damper, and you see kind of on the back of a cave wall, too shallow to be called a pool, but maybe like a standing water that seems to be just like refreshed from like a crack in the rock, but only maybe 2 inches deep, maybe 4 or 5 feet across, but standing water. And in the water you see these mushroom like let me see, basically these blue purplish fungi that are growing in this pool.
I don't feel safe.
You kind of inquire as to with your fellows who are more familiar with the Underdark, and these are water orbs.
Oh, that's cool. So you can just like pick them up and pop them in your mouth, and it's like drinking water.
Yeah. So it's a water orb. They're decent size. Probably like the size of like the head of it. Maybe is the it's like a bulbous fungus, and you can, I don't know, maybe the size of a baseball on the top of some of the bigger ones. And each one, if you pick it up and you squeeze it kind of like a sponge, the large ones will yield a gallon of drinkable water and a pound of edible, if not chewy and tasteless, food.
Nice.
Can you put that in the chat?
Can we harvest these?
1 second.
I'm gonna die, aren't I?
We should look at stuff before we walk over there.
Yeah, no, I'm very hungry.
We have some food.
I thought we ate it.
So
No, we have.
of the large ones that would give you a pound of food and a gallon of water each, there's only 5 in this pool. There is a number of smaller ones. So I'd say there's about 5 of these really big ones, and then there's like 28 smaller size ones. So between so those 5 will give you 5 gallons of water plus 5 pounds of food. And then between the 28 other ones, you're able to get another 6 gallons and 6 pounds of food.
Okay.
I mean, that's awesome.
So 5 gallons of water and 5 pounds of food, you said?
For the large.
And then the small was what?
6.
6 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So as far as food goes, we have 2 rations, we have 2 pounds of ripple bark, we have 5 large water orbs, we have 28 small water orbs, and then we have the food or the water spell, create water spell.
Yes.
Can you all see the inventory handout or the adventure notes handout?
I think so.
Yes.
The inventory handout is like gray text with gray highlights, but I think I can read it.
I think the adventure notes are
The
just
note.
to you.
Oh, adventures
To
note.
everybody know.
Now I can see them. Yeah, there it is.
So after securing food and water, you look for a place to rest up for the night. Ish. We will.
Asking Sarah how much more travel until we are close to bloop it up, swoop it up.
Sloopadoop.
Yep.
He says, only been traveling 3 days, so another 5, roughly.
Okay.
So since it is 12:30ish, we will go ahead and call it here as you guys bed down for the evening.